Hello everybody, XJoe81X here, and on the tubes today we're going to be updating you on my house project, part 4. Today is July 5th, 2017, and it's 1 month and 1 day since the previous video of removing that crap from the garage. So without further ado, here we go. Oh, we have some light. The sheet was here. We put the sheet up because it was getting very hot and humid, and the air conditioner was running at all times because now there's no walls. Hey, I'll give you a quick span and then we'll get right into talking what I've added since. It's a little dark because I want to show you the lights. We decided to gut every single thing drywall related, of course. So this is the den area. We keeping the fan. Just a fan, no lights, a low ceiling. It's about 7 feet. We're going to be putting a couch here, outlet to the right, to the left, lamp and lamp. That's what we decided. Nothing on this wall. This is where the TV goes. It's obviously pretty kind of cool because this is a split level house, so that's half the basement, of course. We have double outlets there, and right there is going to be phone and cable. Coming out, I added 2 lights. One when you come down, boop, and one in front of the stereo. That's obviously nothing's here because we're doing some construction. So you have a stereo light. I want to purchase a couple more lights. I want to put 1 light here. This hopefully is going to get done soon as far as windows and doors and replacing them and boxing this out. This plumbing wall still needs to be boxed out according to my liking, and some some outlets and lights are going to be involved in here. But moving right along, we added a light here, and this way you could walk in and you have a light, and we had a 3-way setup. Obviously this would control anything else that I'm going to be doing in this area, whether you come down, whether you come through the garage, or whether you walk in through that way. We'll leave the lights chooching for a little bit. I'm going to be moving the 3 gang from here to here because this is where you leave. There's no reason to come in the house and then walk around and then hit a switch and come out for the lights. Excuse me, the dog was barking at a wild animal outside. So that's that. So here's the bathroom. We're going to be tiling the bathroom. The toilet has to come up. The plumber came. I added a switch and obviously an outlet. The plumber came and plumbed in for a pedestal sink. Obviously hot and cold with caps and a bracket here. And back there is a toilet with obviously just a cap because nothing's ready. This is installed because it was wet back here when we were demoing, and I didn't know if the heat was leaking or not. And we've had since run the heat a couple of times and it's not leaking. 1 light up here, and obviously a vanity light, and we'll just do a mirror here. We're not putting a medicine cabinet in here. That is the bathroom scenario, and we might do wainscoting and all that stuff. So let's walk right into the garage here. Let me give you the grand tour. 8 6-inch hi-hats. Yes, 6-inch hi-hats, old school. This is the most light you could possibly get on some kind of budget without spending money on stupid LEDs and 4-foot fluorescents that are overpriced with LED bulbs. And so here's a 3-way from the right to here when you walk in, and then when the garage door is open, I have the back too. So when the door is open, you could shut them. There's a 3-way. There's a 3-gang setup right here for the whole shebang, and then obviously for just the 2 behind me. And then this is a doorbell button that works the garage door. I didn't want anything separate anywhere else. I just incorporated it in this scenario here. We'll come back to this scenario in a second. And just basic outlet right there, a basic outlet right here in the middle, and then 2 outlets right here because sometimes you plug a lot of stuff in, and for Christmas we do a lot of stuff in this flower bed outside that window. I didn't want to go through the foundation because I use timers and I don't have the tools to go through the foundation, and I'd rather just put stuff here in the garage that's, you know, not out of the weather, and just run 1 cable underneath here. Here's the 3 ways. Here's another outlet. Here's another switch for when you open and close. I did a double setup, and then obviously a three-way for the entire garage when you walk in and out at night, or right now because it's during the day and it's still dark. Here's a phone setup, and this is outlets here, so you could put a power phone because it'll be a portable. So if you're outside this door here, you could potentially hear it depending on the scenario. Here's JK18's failsafe off switch. I reran new wires, nice inside and to here. Off camera, a couple of weeks ago I did a 200 amp service, just off camera. That's it. And to the right of that is two 20 amp circuit breakers, just in case someone needs something that needs more amperage. And I ran an outlet in the middle, up and over. So let's see here. Now the setup. I'm going to be getting one of those pull lights, so I need another switch. And then I have two just in case. And then I used a Decora blank, and just put all the buttons in. They come in and out, and then just go, you know, that's it. This is for the other wall. This, I have to move the car. That's for that outlet and that outlet. I'm going to be getting a workbench right here. And then above these switches, I'm going to be getting cabinetry right across here. So this outlet's going to have a receiver and two speakers. This way there is a stereo in the garage. And that's the gist of it. I'm running another phone line right here. This goes to the other box in the garage. Just going to have one of those white boxes outside the drywall. I'll have a regular phone down here just in case if you're sitting or doing something, you're not going to go grab the phone when you come in the garage every day. So if it rings, you could just pick up the phone here. I installed the the extension ladder because it was on the floor and it was in the way anyway, but I wanted to see how the hooks were, so I ended up putting a hook there. My wife wanted the door to open all the way, so the ladder sits here, and the ladder just clears the garage. And obviously when I sheetrock, I'll measure the holes and then replace them accordingly. Also, what I've done is add a 2x4 past the floor joist and straighten out the bracket and added new hardware. This piece is just in because the hardware is low, because I'm compensating for the drywall. There's no reason to drill this all the way up. The brackets weren't straight. This bracket is still not straight, but it's straighter because I added that piece. Once again, that piece coming out is just temporary. Also, what I forgot to touch upon is that I insulated the return for the heat, the loop system. Comes around the house, starts down there by the boiler, comes around, tees off to the necessary heat, and then goes down into the basement. You might be asking yourself, what's this weird black hose in my video that I have not touched upon? It's a compressor hose. Me, my wife, and Jay spent a couple hours actually trying to figure out this back wall. I wanted to add that compressor, take it out of the shed and bring it back into the garage where a compressor should be. A couple of scenarios later, it didn't really work out. One scenario was to take this red box, turn it sideways, and bring it underneath the window, and then put the compressor in the corner, and then everything else would stay. And then run the hose in that bay, the ceiling bay, and then leave it in the corner. I didn't like that because now that the car's in, when you turn it, you can't access this side of the car because this toolbox is now right here. It didn't work out. This is a Harbor Freight 25-foot hose reel that I will eventually obviously make a complete review on, but I received that for my birthday from my wife. What I wanted to do was put it over there. That's why the hose runs in this bay, down this bay, and down that wall, and that's why it's hanging right there. Unfortunately, it was just too wonky. The service is just too in the way. If I hang it from the ceiling, it sits here. If I hang it from there, it sits here. It's just in the way. So it's going to come here. It's going to hang right here. It's going to sit right here Obviously not in the way, because obviously it'll be insulated and drywalled. I have to pull that back now and start working, because the insulation crew is actually coming here at 10:30. If I could get some video, I'll get it. If not, I'll just make a whole little quick part. This is where the compressor ended up staying for now. It's definitely portable. We come out of the bay. Yeah, here's the phone. We come out of the bay. We go up and just take the loop out of it. We go down, and then we're just plugged in. I could disconnect that, and the outlet's back there, and this could go anywhere. It's still portable. It's still on its wheels. And here's the cable that gotta have to come out here and eventually go to that box right here. So without further ado, thanks for watching. Thank God for a basement, because that's all the storage for upstairs. Hit like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for XJoe81X's home project. Future videos of JK18's. No. Hello everybody, XJoe81X here. Really?